right now this is available on Bitso, MoonPay, CoinMina, additional listings coming on Bullish, Mercado Bitcoin, and others. What about a huge platform like Coinbase and others, for example? When does that happen?
We are continuing to expand distribution and availability of Ripple dollars on other exchanges. So I think you can expect to see more availability, more announcements coming soon.
How soon?
Imminently.
Well, we'll look out for that. What about in terms of adoption? How big do you expect this to get in the next year realistically? I mean, do you have a baseline kind of projection on how big it could get based on the adoption you're talking about with clients? Do you think large institutions are using this? Who's using it?
So, I mean, if we look at the crypto landscape overall, I mean, it has certainly been, the market's been growing in the past couple quarters. And, we think that this year is going to be a big year for crypto overall. And so demand for stablecoins, we think will grow along with that. As you mentioned, I mean, it's really the way to on-ramp and off-ramp. It's also used as a key asset in trading. So we think that the market's going to grow tremendously over the course of the next year. Our demand from within our client base, our business doubled within payments last year. And so we see a really strong growth trajectory for our payment solution. And with that, Ripple US dollar will have a premium role.
Monica, what about other asset types? You've seen a lot of interest when it comes to ETFs tied to cryptocurrencies. A lot of questions around whether you could see an ETF tied to spot XRP. What kind of discussions are you having with people about this? Do you think we'll see one soon?
I think we will see one very soon. I think that we will see more, various crypto spot ETFs this year coming out of the U.S. And I think XRP is likely to be next in line after Bitcoin and ETH. There's already been a number of different companies like Canary and others who have filed. And so we think, especially with the administration change, and that the approvals of those filings will accelerate.
What's up, guys? It's Rob at Stargate. It is Wednesday, January 8th. It's 6:25 a.m. and we got a crypto newsletter for this morning. It's been a while, but Bobby's back and we're firing it up. So we got a lot of XRP Ripple news. We have some regulatory news, some general market news, and some couple key drops as far as things on my radar for narratives, as well as specific tokens that are hidden gems, I'd say, hidden gems. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. We're going to be doing the crypto newsletters going forward. I know a lot of people love that. It keeps people in the loop as far as what's going on in the space. And also it gives you insights on potential narratives that could unfold. So we're going to dive into it today. So we got the Ripple president, Monica Long, expects to see their new stablecoin RLUSD on more platforms imminently, and says we'll see an XRP ETF soon. Here's the article right here. Definitely, XRP has been around longer than Ethereum has. So now that the regulatory kind of storm cloud is going away from XRP and Ripple, it's very likely that XRP is next in line for that. And you already, like she said, had some companies, institutions filing for that ETF. And with the new administration change coming in about 2 weeks now, she's expecting acceleration of filings to happen. So it's going to be a big year as far as regulatory advancements, as far as advancements for Ripple and XRP. I mean, they're talking about doubling their business, as well as when Trump got elected, skyrocketed as far as new signups for US based institutions. So we're seeing, some good times ahead in 2025 for the overall crypto space, but especially for Ripple and XRP. So let's go into the next one. So yeah, she said XRP ETF could soon become a reality as favorable US crypto regulations bear well for local business. And then if we go to the next one, we have Ripple is seeking to hire across all departments with roughly 3/4 of its open positions based in the US. So as the regulatory landscape gets better, you're seeing a lot of US based roles opening up at Ripple, and I'm sure with a lot of other crypto companies as well. Now we have the Chainlink effect for stablecoins. So Ripple had posted this yesterday. Ripple X Chainlink RLUSD has adopted the Chainlink standard for verifiable data to fuel DeFi adoption with real-time secure pricing data. The future of stablecoins is here. Let's go into it. So Ripple is now leveraging the Chainlink standard to bring high-quality pricing data around the RLUSD stablecoin on chain. RLUSD is an enterprise-grade US-denominated stablecoin created with trust, utility, and compliance at its core, backed by Ripple's years of experience working with crypto in the existing financial system. By adopting the Chainlink standard for verifiable data on the Ethereum blockchain, Ripple is enhancing the utility of RLUSD across the on-chain economy. So Chainlink price feeds are now live, providing a secure, reliable source of RLUSD pricing data on Ethereum mainnet, enabling developers to integrate support for RLUSD into the DeFi applications for use cases such as trading, lending, and more. If we go down here, the stablecoin opportunities, stablecoins present a significant opportunity to redefine the way businesses and consumers engage in financial transactions by enabling low-cost instant settlement of local and cross-border payment transactions. And to accelerate the adoption of that, Ripple recently launched their stablecoin. So if we keep going down, let's see if there's anything good here. So as RLUSD scales across DeFi's ecosystems, reliable and transparent pricing is essential to maintaining stability and building trust in its utility within decentralized markets. And they're leveraging the Chainlink standard. So Chainlink, I think they're partnered with Swift. They're tied up with a lot of big names, traditional and big crypto names like now Ripple. So huge. So let's go into the next thing here, because this was massive. Seeing Donnie with Brad in Store Alderati. Great dinner last night with real Donald Trump and Store Alderati. Strong start to 2025. This was last night at Mar-a-Lago. So as you can see here, I'm sure they were discussing crypto in the US, regulations, a little bit of Ripple with an elbow to the shoulder on him, bringing up XRP. He knows. So very interesting. He's rolling with the big boys. Ripple is rubbing shoulders with all the right people. And who better than the president of the United States? So we got that. And now let's go into the next thing, because this was breaking news this morning, 4:17 a.m. The emergence of digital assets has the potential to create new, innovative, and effective ways of trading securities. But despite the promise, I'm rusty. I'm getting used to it. The tokenization landscape remains fragmented, limiting its scalability and broad adoption. Our latest paper sets out 5 key areas that need to be tackled to forge a robust digital ecosystem. So we're there, but not quite there yet. There's still things that need to be laid out. The groundwork still needs to be set. And they're giving us the keys right here. So let's take a look. So here's what we got. Connecting digital islands, unlocking the potential of digital asset securities. How to scale globally through interoperability and standardization. Digital assets have the potential to create new, innovative, and effective ways of trading securities, but the tokenization landscape remains fragmented, limiting its scalability and broad adoption. Read our latest paper here. So as you can see, let's go into it. I don't know if I want to go into that. I don't know if I want to give them my information. But basically, the moral of the story is this: towards the whole, and I had to bring it up. The first comeback towards the holy grail of cross-border payments. Basically, here's the agenda from now until 2030. And this is why I stopped making newsletters and deep dives for a bit, because once you grasp that this is the agenda, it's already, locked and sealed. You already get it. And basically, first, what they're going towards is, first, what needs to be done is every country needs to update their payment systems to instant payments. And a lot of them have. You got the Fed now, you got, a lot of different countries updating their payment systems to instant payments, which have already kind of been implemented. Then you have ISO 222 as the new standard. So you need a clear standardization across the board, right? So standardization. Then you have wholesale CBDCs. So the creation of wholesale CBDCs, but not just any wholesale CBDCs, with interoperability in mind. That comes with the standardization with ISO 222, but also with APIs that can speak and connect and talk to each other. So every country first need to update to their instant payments, and then they're going to launch wholesale CBDCs with interoperability in mind, ISO 222, the standardization. And then it's that last mile of connecting them all. And that's where you'll see the landscape become one. It'll be towards the holy grail of cross-border payments, and you're going to see the landscape become one global liquidity pool. It won't be fragmented anymore. It will be massively scalable, and it will be broadly adopted. So that's what they're working towards, but it takes time. Something as big as this doesn't happen overnight. It's going to take till 2027, 2030. So there's still time. It's not going to happen 2025. There's still some things that need to be put into place, and they're working on them, but it takes time. But that's what they're aiming towards. So let's keep going because I don't want to give my information there. So digital assets says more nation states, central banks, and sovereign wealth funds are expected to adopt a Bitcoin accumulation strategy in 2025. And eventually you're going to see it's going to be more than Bitcoin, but adopting, maybe a little Bitcoin, a little Ethereum, a little XRP. It's not going to stop at Bitcoin, just like what we saw with the ETF. It's not going to stop at Bitcoin. Once they get a little piece of one, they want to go to the next. So rising inflation, currency debasement, and growing fiscal deficits will push countries to make strategic crypto allocations, I would say. But 2025 is expected to be a game changer in terms of Bitcoin adoption. More nation states, central banks, sovereign wealth funds, and treasuries are expected to buy the cryptocurrency, Fidelity Digital Asset says. And once one nation state buys it, and then another, it's a snowball effect. So that's what we're seeing here. That's what we're going to see happen. Yep. So actually, they just outlined that if nation states were to adopt a Bitcoin accumulation strategy, it's likely that these countries would begin buying the digital asset. So I can't pronounce that. As announcing their plans would likely influence other investors to buy Bitcoin and drive the price higher. So there we go. So then we got the next thing here, which is China to leverage blockchain for national data infrastructure goals by 2029. By 2029, like I said, we still got time. So China's top economic planner released a policy document to boost the development of a national data infrastructure with blockchain heavily involved. The Chinese government bans crypto trading and mining, but has long embraced other applications powered by permission blockchains. So they're looking to implement blockchain technology as the country aims to complete such an infrastructure by 2029. Very interesting. I wonder if we could see a document on that. That would be a deep dive. Yep, that's going to be a deep dive, 100%. I'll download that once I translate it. So I'll save that. So then we got a key gauge measuring rates volatility is rising, suggesting a high probability of Bitcoin and the S&P completing head and shoulders topping patterns. At the same time that you have this right here, Bitcoin's price chart hints at a potential head and shoulders pattern, which if completed would signal an extended sell-off to 75K. People expecting January to be a shaky month for crypto, as well as because we're seeing a correlation between the stock markets and crypto right now. So it's very important to look at the traditional stock markets to know, all right, are things looking shaky or not? If we can see the traditional markets recover here, then crypto will be fine, but it's looking like the correlation is heavily intact because we're seeing escalating macro fears of prolonged inflation right now. So you got to be mindful to this stuff because although there's a lot of fundamentally strong news and positive development, this, that, and the other thing, at the end of the day, all these markets are correlated together at this time. Eventually that may change, but not now. So we're also seeing CFTC announce he will step down from his position on Inauguration Day. We're seeing also Trump admin may ease crypto banking ties, but caution remains. We're also seeing, so one more thing. When people ask what crypto trading is like, I show them this. If you cannot stomach the volatility, then why the F did you jump onto the back of the bull? And even if you manage it, then like any successful bull ride, there will be a time they get off and get ready to ride another day. And that's facts. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Nothing goes down in a straight line. There's cycles to this. But a key trend that I'm seeing a lot of talk about is AI agents and cryptos and blockchains tied with AI agents. That narrative starting to heat up, as well as certain crypto I'm waiting to launch for Q1 2025 is SoFon. Maybe I'll do a deep dive specifically on that. But that's going to be it. I hope you guys have a good day. It's 6:41 a.m. I'm going to get back on the charts, keep people updated in the Discord. Link is in the bio for that. And I'll see you guys in the next market update. I'll see you guys in the next newsletter, and I'll see you guys in the Discord.